Welcome to WWE Attitude Years 2000, where Triple H buried everyone, The Rock roasted everything, and Vince McMahon was out here beefing with his kids. TLC got brutal. The Radicals bailed on WCW, and nothing made sense, but we loved every second. Hop into our time machine, and let's get in Censor.
What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity, and C.
I'm here too.
Joined by my very own Hot Commodity as we co-pilot this self-created time machine, and we travel back to the year 2000, covering the Attitude Years Season 3. We are covering WWF Raw is War from December 4th, 2000, live in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We finally are in December. And after this episode of Raw, we have SmackDown and then WWF Armageddon. We are Sweet Home Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you. That's the theme for that year's Armageddon, and JR kept plugging that. We're coming off the heels of Triple H attacking Vince McMahon. Triple H thought it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we're being told we're going to see the return of Vince McMahon here tonight on Raw. But kicking off the night, Rikishi takes on The Undertaker here. Undertaker goes for old school early on in the match, and WWF Champion Kurt Angle comes out. Undertaker attacks Angle on the floor, and then Kurt Angle grabs a steel chair. Rikishi lands a super kick, a leg drop, and then Rikishi hits a bonsai drop on The Undertaker. And Rikishi steals the victory here. And after Angle and Rikishi double teamed The Undertaker. Undertaker got fucked up here by Kurt Angle and Rikishi.
Yeah. The original match was Kurt Angle versus...
The original match was Undertaker and Rikishi, and then Kurt Angle just came out and sort of distracted The Undertaker.
Undertaker and Rikishi, yeah. So, yeah, I could definitely see The Undertaker going after both of them now. Kurt Angle, already kind of has it coming. So, but, yeah, I think The Undertaker definitely deserves a rematch with Kurt Angle.
I was surprised that Rikishi got the win here. I mean...
But The Undertaker does kind of have... I mean, they are going to be in this
Hell in a Cell.
big Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Next up, WWF Tag Team Champions, The Right to Censor, with Steven Richards, Val Venis, and the Women's Champion Ivory, taking on the Hardy Boyz with Lita. Jeff lands a double moonsault to The Right to Censor. The Dudley Boyz come out and they're wearing that suit that the Right to Censor wear. It's just like the shirt and tie. And they come out after Matt Hardy lands a twist of fate. They land a swanton bomb, but then the Dudleys get on the apron, allowing Bull Buchanan to hit Jeff with a bicycle kick, and the Right to Censor retain with some help from the Dudley Boyz. What do you think is going on? Are the Dudleys going to join the Right to Censor? They're saying, fuck the tables. It's wrong. We can't use them anymore.
No,
what do you think?
I don't see that happening. I think it was more just them screwing over the Hardys. But I don't see Right to Censor holding on to these titles much longer. And what year was this? 2001?
2000.
2000. Isn't it crazy to think 25 years later and we're about to see their last match?
Mm-hmm. At Bound for Glory. That would be really cool. But yeah, that's really it to talk about with this match. I hate the Right to Censor. I think it's corny. But I'm just more interested to see what the Dudley Boyz are doing and why they're wearing the ties and the white shirts. Light heavyweight champion Dean Malenko is backstage, and he gives Lita flowers to apologize for what happened on SmackDown. Lita hits him with the flower and tells him that she would never go on a date with him. Damn, Dean has no play in here.
Yeah, this is very, it's kind of creepy. He's like a total creeper.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the Hardy Boyz kick his ass. And, yeah, I don't feel like Lita's going to win this match because it's a good storyline.
Yeah. We see Triple H talking to Rikishi backstage, and Triple H wants to create an alliance for Hell in a Cell. And Rikishi asks Triple H if Vince is still cool with them. And Triple H says, yeah, everything is fine.
Rikishi's an idiot, and he thinks that Triple H is trying to help him in any way.
Yeah, well, he's a cerebral assassin, and fucking Rikishi's an idiot. I'm going to run over someone because Triple H asked me to. He's really dumb.
Yeah, especially Austin. I would not want to get on Triple H's good side by screwing over
Austin. By getting on Austin's bad side, yeah. We have Chris Benoit taking on Hardcore Holly next. Benoit grabs the mic and says, can someone tell me what the one Billy Gunn means. It means he's the one I'm going to beat for the Intercontinental title at Armageddon. He won't prove me wrong. Benoit applies a crossface, Harker Holly taps out, and this just gives Chris Benoit momentum heading into Armageddon.
So we have Benoit versus
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good. I hope Billy Gunn retains, but I don't know.
Yeah. Benoit is a fucking... He wants to be proved wrong, and no one has been able to, really. His whole thing is that he's been cheated out of the title, but Benoit gets a shot at the Intercontinental title at Armageddon.
Well, technically, if you really think about it, he was cheated because how many times have people won the title when they shouldn't have?
Mm-hmm.
And he wins, and he really shouldn't have, but they come out and go, no, we're going to keep the match going.
Look at you defending a fucking murderer.
I'm not defending him, but he's got a point there.
Fuck you, Chris Benoit. No.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm glad you got screwed.
Vince McMahon arrives in a limo backstage, and
Rematch.
throughout the night, Vince will talk to each of the competitors in the Hell in a Cell match, trying to get them to not compete. He's telling them it's dangerous on their bodies. Basically, Vince is saying, I don't want to fuck up my property. I don't want to lose this investment, have people get injured. I'm a business owner. Vince has a point, but...
Yeah, but at the same time, so why was it okay for Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker?
It's two people. He's thinking there's 6 men. If all of them get hurt, then who's going to be the top? That's his thinking.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah.
We then get a very famous promo from The Rock backstage where The Rock... The Rock makes fun of each of his opponents at Armageddon. He mocks Rikishi. I did it for the people. I did it for The Rock. He, mocks Kurt Angle. He does Triple H on the game in the middle of the ring. And then he mocks The Undertaker. He does the, rolling his eyes. And he puts on Austin's hat. Very fun promo. And I remember as a kid seeing this and laughing my ass off. I thought it was funny as fuck. And I appreciate The Rock for that moment. We then see Dean Malenko backstage talking to Lita again, and he has a proposition for her. He wants to defend his light heavyweight title against Lita tonight. If he beats Lita, Lita must go on a date with him on Thursday night. So we'll see what happens there.
Ooh.
Next up, K-Kwik and the Road Dogg take on Edge and Christian, and Edge and Christian perform their own rap before the match, which is funny to see because K-Kwik and Road Dogg are rapping as well. K-Kwik hits a double drop kick. And then Edge lands a reverse DDT to the Road Dogg, and Edge and Christian steal the victory here.
I have one secret. It's Ron Killing.
It's Ron Killing. Oh, I thought it was K-Kwik.
No.
We then see WWF Champion Kurt Angle defends against Chris Jericho here. Jericho drops Angle across the railing. Angle lands a belly to belly. Jericho hits a missile drop kick and then accidentally hits the referee, but Jericho still hits a lion salt but gets a 2 count. Jericho then applies the walls of Jericho, but then Kane comes out and pulls the referee out of the ring. Angle low blows Jericho, lands an Olympic slam, and Angle retains. After the match, Kane chokeslams Chris Jericho, and Kane is still fucking pissed. He fucked over Chris Jericho again.
Well, this is the thing, though. Come on. Did anyone really think that the week before Armageddon in this huge match that Kurt Angle was going to lose the belt to Chris Jericho?
No, but I mean, fuck you, Kane.
Oh, yeah,
what's Kane's problem? It's not Jericho's fault that you bear looking at him.
There was never even a hope.
Fucking dick on fire. Intercontinental Champion, the one Billy Gunn with Chyna in his corner. She's back. He's defending against Val Venis with women's champion Ivory. Val rams Billy Gunn's arm into the ring post. Billy hits a Fameasser, but Ivory puts Val Venis' foot on the rope. Chyna then clotheslines Val Venis, which gives Val the DQ victory. After Ivory pushes Chyna, Chyna grabs Ivory and lays out Ivory with a power slam. The fans pop. Val Venis then clotheslines Chyna over the announce desk, and both Ivory and Val Venis attack Billy Gunn and Chyna. Censor, man, not playing with these two tonight.
Yeah, I just really hope this leads to a match between Chyna and Ivory. And I hope Chyna takes that belt off her and becomes the women's world champion.
Fucking bitch. Next up, light heavyweight champion Dean Malenko versus Lita next. Lita dives onto Dean on the floor and lands a moonsault for a 2 count. Dean Malenko lands a powerbomb and then applies a Texas Cloverleaf. Dean Malenko wins and he gets a date with Lita on Thursday after Lita slaps Dean Malenko around. What'd you think?
Okay, how fucked up is it that you have to beat up a woman to get a date from her?
Mm-hmm. That's his only way of getting
That's
it.
all I have to say about
Poor
that.
Malenko. Malenko, man, you have no fucking game right now.
No.
And normally you beat up a woman in a different way.
They wouldn't even do this anymore because it's like so politically incorrect
and stupid.
Next
Up, new WWF European Champion Crash Holly with Molly Holly defends against William Regal here.
We find out that he won the title in a house show.
It was at Rebellion. It was their like England's only pay-per-view.
Okay.
Crash.
Did we get to see that in the
No,
States?
only people in England. Crash hits a Hurricane Rana and a missile dropkick for a 2 count, but Regal quickly applies the Regal stretch, and we have a new European champion, William Regal. After Regal keeps a lock applied and then hits Molly Holly with a modified slam and applies the Regal stretch to Molly. Harker Holly makes a save for his cousin, and that dastardly William Regal. Why is everyone hitting women? What the fuck is going on?
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Well, speaking of crazy, Vince McMahon comes out to close the night. Vince says, I come here to deliver the state of the WWF address. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps I should talk about Linda appointing Mick Foley as the commissioner. That was the wrong decision. The counseling me and Linda learned during the counseling, Linda and I learned to agree to disagree. Mick Foley has been sacrificing the careers of WWF superstars. Only Mick Foley would take 6 wrestlers and put them inside Hell in a Cell. And then he calls Mick Foley a fat fuck, basically. Commissioner Foley then comes out and says, until I am no longer WWF commissioner, that Hell in a Cell match will take place. When I saw blood streaming down your face on Thursday, I laughed. Vince says, I don't blame Triple H or Stone Cold Steve Austin for what happened to me on Thursday. I blame you. That's when Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and lays out Vince McMahon with a stunner. The Rock then comes out and hits Vince with a rock bottom, followed by The Undertaker, lays out Vince with the last ride, and then Mick Foley grabs Mr. Sacco, and he basically just like mocks Vince McMahon. But I remember as a kid seeing this, I think it was really cool because each guy delivered their finisher on Vince. And I remember as a kid just being like, oh shit, Vince is like not going to be able to move. Like I really thought Vince was going to be like paralyzed.
Well, like basically the faces did.
The good guys, yeah. Yeah. But what'd you think of this?
I thought it was great. Very attitude-esque. It was always good to see Vince involved in the storyline. I liked it a lot. It was very funny.
This is a good episode of Raw, guys. More excited for SmackDown. We've got Armageddon, and then we're going to hit the year 2001 with the Royal Rumble. Before we do, we're going to give our year review, which we do at the end of every year that we cover.
What month are we in?
We're in December, so we're done.
Oh, this is it. So our year review is next.
Coming up soon, yep.
We might do it naked.
Hubba bubba. That would be a fun show. So make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored and naked.